Hello folks, you all know the constant question. Are we live? I think we are live. Welcome to another sunny day here in Tokyo. Let me see, there we go. I can see the chat now and that is great. Amazing. So, welcome to another sunny day here in Tokyo. Not as sunny as last time maybe, but we're getting there, It's clearing up. It was a bit cloudy this morning, but it's getting more and more clear, and it's supposed to be a pretty warm and hot day today. I've already put on some sunscreen for today's walk, which I plan to be from here in Shibuya. We are just now in front of Shibuya Station, kind of the back side of Shibuya Station. The big crossing is down there. And today I plan to walk down towards Roppongi, and maybe further than that. We'll see. As always, I will let you, dear viewers, have a bit of control over where I will be walking today. But the main idea is to start here in Shibuya and walk all the way to Roppongi. Well, it's not that far actually. Probably if I just walk straight it would be like half an hour, but I plan to take a few detours and walk along some of the nicer streets instead of just the quickest route. So yeah. And before, maybe someone already asked, but let's do a little weather check, because I know how much you people love the weather checks. Let me just see if my weather app will cooperate with us. There we go. So, I don't know if you can see this, lots of reflection. 25 degrees currently. And okay, this morning it said it will be sunny all day, but now the forecast has changed and it says cloudy all day. So, we'll see. Humidity is at 56%, as you can see here. So yeah, there you have it. And I believe I just got a super chat. Thank you so much, Garfield Mac. Thank you very much. Early Coffee Fund. Appreciate it. So let's I'm thinking about which route to take. Maybe let's start by getting a little bit of a bird's eye view over Shibuya. That's always nice. So let's go down to the pedestrian bridge over here. What kind of car do you have? I don't have a car. I don't like cars. Ginza Station. Ginza Line, Shibuya Station. And unfortunately, part of my windshield broke, so only one side is protected from the wind, and it's a bit windy today. So I'm sorry if there's more wind noise than usual. I hope you will be able to accept that. Especially right now, it's a bit windy here. And if any of you have any requests of places you want to see that are between here, between Shibuya and Roppongi, please feel free to let me know in the chat and I will see if I can make it happen. So yeah, let's go up here and admire the view a little bit. This bridge is relatively new actually. This whole side of the station I probably mentioned this 100 times before on my stream, but this entire part of the station has been massively redeveloped since I moved here. I think it's about 10 years ago since they put one of the main train lines, the Toyoko line. They buried that one underground. What you see in front of me here is what used to be that platform. And then in the last few years, this building popped up, this building popped up, and also this one. So lots of new buildings around here. And even though I don't think they're entirely done yet, there's still a lot of construction going on there. This bridge was completed, I think, last year. This glass bridge with a nice view. Also, these cones are permanent, so if you ever come to Tokyo and want to see some good cones, I recommend that you come to Shibuya, because these cones are always here, so they're a safe bet for those of you who love cones. I know there's plenty of you in the chat, so yeah. So yeah, Shibuya is always impressive. I always enjoy visiting this neighborhood, and it's also pretty convenient for me because the train line I live on takes me to Shibuya, so that's why a lot of my streams tend to start around here. And this, yeah, the Shibuya Scramble Square building opened also, I think, last year or maybe 2 years ago now. There's actually an observation deck on top here. It's one of the tallest buildings in Shibuya, and there's an observation deck on top that I haven't been to yet, which is kind of weird. I guess I should check it out sometime. And oh, by the way, let me just post a little notice about the FAQ. Oh, thank you, Melody Matilda. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you, SLO722. Grab a cold drink on me. Thank you. I will. There will definitely be some sort of cold drink consumed in this stream. FAQ and rules in the video description. Please read. There we go. Pin message. There we go. Okay, now we have that thing taken care of. The light here is quite interesting. Could be a potential thumbnail, I think, this. Let me grab some shots here. Just waiting for some people come into the frame to make it a little bit more interesting. There we go. Okay, now we have a potential thumbnail. So I will just pass through here, then go down, and then start heading towards... Oh, so maybe I should mention that Roppongi is... we can't see it from here. But basically, if I just follow this big street, we will get to Roppongi in like, yeah, less than half an hour. But that's pretty boring, so I'm not going to take that route. So this is Shibuya Stream, which is also relatively new. There's a few shops and restaurants here, but most of the buildings are offices. Oh, thank you, Min L. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, you people are very generous today. Starting off with a bombardment of super chats. I like that. Please keep them coming, folks. So yeah, this area is new, like I said, and I passed here in many streams before. They actually made it quite nice along this little river here. But I'm not gonna walk this direction today because it's not the way we're heading. But yeah, those of you who have followed me for a while will know this area as well. But anyway, let's start heading towards Roppongi. So this way is towards Ebisu. And that, yeah, over there you can see that's Roppongi Hills. So I think today's walk will end somewhere around there, but we won't be heading the straight route in that direction. Because like I said, that will be pretty boring. So instead I plan to walk towards Omotesando first, and then through some pretty nice residential areas, and then eventually up to Roppongi. This is for the elevator. I'm not taking the elevator. This looks like Persona 5. Yeah, people always mention Persona. I haven't played those games myself, but I guess they're set in Tokyo, so it should look like Tokyo. Or it should look like those games, rather. Here. Can you go to Hakushu? Where's Hakushu? I am not familiar with that name. Oh, it smells kebab. Oh, no wonder, because there's a kebab shop here. Kebab. So let's walk up here. It's behind you. Okay. Sorry. I thought Tokyo was based on Persona 5. Yeah, probably. Before building this city, they played a lot of Persona, and then we're like, yeah, let's build a city that looks just like this game. And boom! That's how Tokyo was built. Lots of construction going on here, yeah. Another high-rise, it looks like. Will be finished in 2024. So still a few more years to go. Find a place to eat. It's a little bit too early for that. It's just 11 here. I'll probably eat after this stream, or if I'm gonna eat on camera, it will be at the end of this stream. Wow, already 300 people tuning in. Not bad. Not bad for a weekday like this. Yeah, looks like they just got started on this construction. Maybe preparing the foundation. So building a skyscraper takes some time. Makes sense. That's a nice little bento stand over here. But like I said, it's too early for lunch for me. And yeah, more likes, someone mentioned. I think that was Jenny. Yeah, if you enjoy this stream on my channel and want to help me out, then clicking the like button is a great and easy and free way to do so. By liking the video, the YouTube algorithm is more likely to spread this video to other viewers, so that's a great thing you can do for me if you want. So this street is quite nice. I should have walked this one from the start. I like streets with trees. Streets with trees are always better than streets without trees. Did you have breakfast? Yes, of course. Had breakfast with my family this morning, as usual. Konnichiwa, Shibuya desu ka? So desu. Shibuya desu. 今ちょっと表参道の方行きます。See if we can get a green light here. Streets with trees is the bane of the iPhone. Well, I'm not using the iPhone for my streams anymore, so I guess my Samsung is compatible with trees. Will you be getting a drink of some kind today? Yes, I most certainly will. It's a hot day, so I won't be able to walk for very long without getting a drink somewhere. Bicyclists in Japan are a little bit annoying sometimes. That's like Japan is a very rule-based society, and there's rules for almost everything, and most people follow the rules. But there's one exception, and that's when riding bikes. There are rules for bikes, but no one cares, and that's a bit surprising and annoying. Will you pass Aoyama Cemetery? I'm not really planning to take that route, no. I will walk near that cemetery, but I don't think I will walk through it. Olympics? I don't know. I've always said that I think it will be cancelled, but I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. Maybe it will happen. I wish they would cancel it. I think it's stupid and immoral and extremely inappropriate to hold out Olympics in times like these. And I am a big opponent against Olympics. But the IOC are very, very disgusting, almost like mafia. And they are kind of forcing Japan to do it, even though 80% of the population here in Japan are against it. So, yeah. But I am actually planning to be out of the country during the Olympics. I don't want to be here when it happens. And I've actually booked a ticket back to Europe. I'm still not sure if I will actually be able to go, but I really hope so. So yeah, we'll see. No cars, hate cars, and I hate Olympics. Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't hate cars, but I don't like them. Ideally, I would like to live in a city where there's zero cars. That would be my dream. Zero cars and great public transportation. That would be my ideal city. But in today's society, I can see that cars are necessary. And about the Olympics, like, if it was normal times, I wouldn't be that much against it. I mean, then I think it could actually be a little bit exciting, even though I don't care much about sports. But yeah, with everything that goes on in the world, I think it's deeply, deeply inappropriate to hold the Olympics. You plan on doing live streams in Europe? Yes. Yes. I do. I plan to live stream things like walks in forests and maybe a dip in the lake. It will be very different from my Tokyo streams, but I do hope to stream when I'm in Europe as well, yes. Streaming in cemetery is disrespectful. I really don't know, but I feel that it's a little bit inappropriate, so I'm reluctant to do it, even though I have passed through some parts of cemeteries in my streams before. Yeah, I talked a lot about my upcoming trip on my last Patreon-only stream, so I won't get too much into the details about it now, but we'll see. I'm still not sure if it's gonna be possible. That's the key point, but at least I managed to book a good ticket, which I can cancel if I have to. I will be in Europe for about a little over 3 weeks is the plan. Yeah. We are approaching Omotesando station, which is a little bit further down this road, but I will actually turn right here and walk down this way. This is a street called Kottodori, Kotto Street. I think it's a funny name, Kotto. So I'll walk down this street a little bit. Yeah, I'm very homesick. I haven't been home for 2 years, so I do miss Sweden and Europe in general a lot these days. Usually I go home once, at least once, maybe twice every year. Yeah, now it's been 2 years. But I mean, it's like that for everyone, so I'm sure a lot of you can relate, like missing travel or feeling stuck wherever you might be. Yeah. And I also hope to be able to get vaccinated while I'm in Sweden, because I don't expect to be vaccinated here in Japan anytime soon. Maybe next year at the earliest, because this country is very slow when it comes to vaccinations. So yeah, I really hope I can get vaccinated while I'm there. Should do a live stream in Gotland, Sweden, since you're Swedish. Yeah, that would be nice. I've actually never been to Gotland myself, but it would be nice. How prevalent are konbini in Sweden? There's a few 7-Eleven and a few other convenience store chains, but only in the major cities. Basically, the smaller cities don't have konbini. And I think even in Sweden, I don't think the konbini are 24 hours. They probably, 7-Eleven is probably, yeah, lives up to their name, I think. So 7 to 11 or something like that. Let's head down here. This area is nice. The back streets here in, is this Minami Aoyama? I think so. Very active chat. Sorry if I'm missing some questions. It's a lot of a lot of things going on. I will stream on this channel. I'm not planning to make another channel just for staying in Sweden for a couple of weeks. So yeah, it will be Tokyo Explorer on tour or Homesick Explorer. These places are nice. There's lots of nice shops and restaurants around here. If I met PewDiePie, no, I've not met PewDiePie, and I have never watched him either. I'm not so much into gaming YouTubers, even though I do like games, but yeah, he seems a bit annoying to me, the few things I've seen. Oh yeah, this place, I've been here. This is like a flower shop and cafe baked into one. It's pretty nice. Actually, one of my photo shoot clients wanted to go there and take some family photos when they were having lunch among all the greenery. Thank you, Michael Semira. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Joseph Saylor as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're really generous today. Do you like Japanese music? Not that much, no. I think most J-pop is pretty awful. But I do like a few Japanese artists. Like Cornelius and Kaji Hideki. Those are two Japanese artists that I like. There's probably a few more, but yeah. But in general, not so fond of Japanese music. Even though there are lots of good, especially older Japanese music. But the contemporary stuff is mostly awful, in my humble opinion. Or maybe not so humble, but... Love Cornelius. Yay, Pilot Girl. Good to hear. Good to hear. Cornelius, Blast from the Past. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pizzicato 5. I like Pizzicato 5 as well. Wonder if any of you know them. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Flowers to my wife. Okay, please remind me to buy her flowers again towards the end of this stream, otherwise I might forget that. What do you like beside walking? Photography and travel, and yeah, that's about it. My hobbies is what I do for a living. I travel a lot, I take photos, and I walk. Have you visited South America? No, I have not. I would love to sometime, but I've never been to South America. And I've only been to North America once or twice, depending on how you count it. Depends if you include Hawaii, if that belongs to North America. In that case, I've been twice. Otherwise, I've only been once, and that was to New York, like more than 15 years ago. This is kind of funny. This place, this company, Yokumoku, it's a Japanese, like they make quite fancy sweets, but they're actually named after a Swedish city up in the north of Sweden called Jokkmokk. The owner liked the name Jokkmokk or something like that. I don't remember the exact story, but it was something like that. So it's kind of a weird name, but funny. Yeah, Hawaii is a part of US, of course. That's without dispute. But would you count it as North America? Because it's not part of the North American continent. So that's why I asked if Hawaii qualifies as to being a part of North America. Milk o'clock for Mini Explorer later. Thank you, Michael Samira. Did I just get that, or was that a earlier super chat? The chat is kind of lagging behind a little bit here on my main phone, so I'm also checking it here on my iPhone. Never asked, are you a football fan? No, I'm not. I'm not a fan of any sports. I'm so boring. I hate cars. I don't want the Olympics. I don't like sports. I don't watch anime. I hate contemporary music. I'm a bit peculiar when it comes to what I like. I guess you can say that. So yeah, if Hawaii is not a part of North America, then I've only been to North America once. And South America 0. I would love to go again though, and explore both those continents. So here we have a bit of a choice to make if we are heading towards Akasaka or if we are heading towards Nishi-Azabu and Roppongi. I'll let you decide, Akasaka or Roppongi. We will head towards Roppongi eventually in the end, either way, but which route should I take here? Left or right? First option that gets 5 votes in the chat will be the direction I'll go. Left or right? Faris, if I would show Northern Lights while I'm in Sweden. So I will be there in the summer. You can't really see Northern Lights in the summer. Also, I've never seen Northern Lights in Sweden because you need to go really far up north in Sweden in order to see Northern Lights. And I've never been that far up in Sweden. I've only seen Northern Lights in Norway and Iceland. Okay, let's check the vote. Akasaka Roppongi, well, I told you left or right. Right, left. Right, left one. So left it is. Ah, cute dogs. I won't walk directly on this main street. I will actually go down here and then make a left. So we will walk through the more quiet residential areas around here, because those are super nice and more interesting to me. As an American wanting to move to Tokyo, it's hard to get a job and work visa in Japan. That question is asked like all the time. I should probably add it in the FAQ, but basically if you have a skill that's in demand, it's not so difficult to get a job here in Japan. There's lots of areas where there's like a desperate need for workers. And also English teaching is always an option maybe to some people. And that's also something that's always in demand. But yeah. Otherwise, if you have like some skills in IT, for example, there's always a need for engineers as well. Even though salaries are probably going to be quite a bit lower here than what they are in the US, but if you're fine with that. So there's definitely ways to move to Japan. Maybe not right now, because of the pandemic, things are getting a bit complicated, but once the country opens up again, yeah. Have you been to Korea? Yes, many times. I was actually talking about that. Me and my wife had Korean for dinner yesterday, and we both talked about how much we look forward to the day when we can travel there again. I have lots of friends in Korea. I used to live 3 months in Korea back in 2008, while I was kind of hopping between countries on tourist visas. So yeah, Korea is great. Hope to go there again soon. When do you think Japan will open up? Well, first of all, don't write in all caps. It looks pretty loud and obnoxious. I think next year at the earliest. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't have any more information than anyone else, so we shall see. We are approaching a dead end, and here's actually the Aoyama cemetery, but I do think we can turn right here. This place looks pricey, someone says. Yes, this is a very, very fancy neighborhood. Although most of the houses here looks pretty humble. We talked about that on my last stream as well, that even in the most exclusive neighborhoods in Tokyo, you surprisingly often see pretty simple looking houses and apartments, which is a little bit weird to me, like the economics behind that. But yeah. This is one of the prime areas of central Tokyo, Minami Aoyama. If you have that address, people will be very impressed, at least when you talk to people who will judge you based on your financial assets. So desu ne, koko Aoyama de desu. So this is the Aoyama cemetery. When you're home with your wife, what language do you speak? We mix a lot. I would say it's like 50% English, 25% Japanese, 25% Swedish. And I speak Swedish to our daughter, and my wife speaks Japanese to our daughter. So we mix a lot. Hopefully that won't mess her up too much. Wow, this is a weird looking building. Wonder what this place is. Is it a church? It's not a church. So you and your wife can't argue. We do. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean, but yeah, we do argue from time to time in various languages. Church or love hotel? Yeah, that's the funny question that you often find yourself asking. Maybe you would only have to ask yourself that question in Japan, but it happens surprisingly often. I think we are approaching the Nishi-Azabu is the neighborhood we are now, which is another one of these really fancy addresses. This house is not very fancy though, but quite charming. Typical older residential building. Have you been to New Zealand? No, I have not. I wish. I would love to go to New Zealand sometime. It seems beautiful. I would love to go to Australia as well, which is another place I've never been to. But so far haven't been. Let's see, let's walk a little bit further down this way. Moment, just checking the chat. Have you been to Indonesia? No, unfortunately not. Have you been to Arizona? No. The only place in the US that I've been is New York and Hawaii. Lots of questions. I can't wait until I can travel again more. Oh, this is actually a little coffee shop and pie. Should I get a coffee here? This looks nice. The pie hole. Yeah, I think I will get a little. I think I will get a coffee here. Konnichiwa. Hi. はい。はい。コーヒー。はい。コーヒー今ちょっとドリンクを出してなくてごめんなさい。ああ、そうですか。そうなんです。残念ですね。申し訳ないです。はい、いえいえ。ありがとうございます。はい。またお願いします。はい。Okay, so they could not serve any drinks right now. I'm not sure if it was too early or if they had some technical issues with the machine. It looked like she was trying to fix the coffee machine. T has a soft place for hole-in-the-wall places. Yes, definitely. I definitely do. Small local shops, that's what I like. Liquor house. Maybe I should get a beer here. It's closed. Zanna, too bad. Okay, so that's the main street in Roppongi, which will eventually lead to Roppongi Crossing. I don't think I want to go there right now. I want to explore a little more these back streets. So let's head this way and see where we end up. Oh, look at all the cracks in this building. I don't know if I want to live in a place like this with all the earthquakes happening in Japan. too old would be quite scary. Okay, I avoided one big street and ended up on a different big street. Slightly smaller one though. Let's see where we can go here. I wonder if it's worth crossing here. Ah, that's towards Tokyo Midtown. Yeah, let's go that way. So yeah, that's Nishi-Azabu, or Azabu it's down this way. But again, that's not where I'm heading. Oh, this is also a cool building. Actually not sure how much. I'm a little bit tempted to get a beer, but then I realized I should have lunch first. Looks like it's going to rain soon. Yeah, well, according to the forecast there won't be any rain today, but you never know. It rained a lot yesterday. All day was like just rain. Bit of a reflection reveal going on here. So conveni setto. Nah, I think I will have something nicer today for lunch. But I think I will wait until I'm done with the stream. So a lot of international companies have their offices here in the Roppongi area, so you will see probably a pretty high percentage of non-Japanese people on the streets. Cross here? Yes, we can. Great. Another quiet local street. There's many coffee shops around here, but then those are also more closer together at the big streets and around the station area. The streets I'm walking on now are mostly quiet back streets, so there's not that many shops around here. Although, there's a few. There's one here, and here's one serving unagi, eel, which is very tasty. Also very expensive. Coffee shop moment she spoke Japanese even though she knew the customer is a foreigner. Is that common? Yeah, well, first of all, she didn't look at me until the end of the conversation, so she didn't really see me. Also, my face is covered in a mask, but yeah, you can definitely see that I'm not Japanese. But most people here, when you address them in Japanese, they will more often than not reply in Japanese. Also, most people don't speak English here, so even if they wanted to speak English, they often can't. should do live in the evening too. Well, if you followed my channel for a while, you would know that I do a lot of evening streams as well. Did one just a few days ago, and I'm planning to do another evening live tomorrow night, Swedish time, or not Swedish time, Japanese time. Thank you, Triple X. Please add to your lunch and beer fund. Thank you so much. Thank you for always being such a friendly and generous supporter. I really appreciate that. Maybe I should just get a vending machine drink for now. I'm getting quite thirsty. This one doesn't take Suica. That's a bit annoying. That means I need to dig out coins. Nah, let's not do that. Let's find one that I can pay with my Suica. Then it's much easier. Have you thought more about doing a planned tour of local places? Yeah, I mentioned it on last stream. Yeah, I haven't really thought much more about it since then. That's Roppongi Hills. And some very humble apartment buildings just in front of it. I haven't really thought more about it, but I hope to do it. I hope I can do it. It's just time is always the challenge for me. These lives are easy because they don't require much planning ahead. And right now with the baby and everything, that's perfect. But I think after my trip to Europe, so basically from August, I will be kind of working full time again. So I hope to do put a little bit more time and effort into my channel from August on. That's my hope. But don't confuse that for a promise. But yeah. What's your experience through rainy season? Is it nice? No, it's not nice. It's just wet and humid. This is a nice spot. I like this view. I don't know why I got 7 dislikes. It's always people disliking. Maybe it's people getting banned or blocked because they misbehave and then they want a revenge by clicking the dislike button. I don't know. Or maybe people just think I'm a very annoying person and they hate this stream. I don't know. But as long as there are way more likes than dislikes, I'm happy. So yeah, that's Roppongi Hills. But let's not go there. Let's go back down here and head more towards the Tokyo Midtown. But yeah, thank you, Peter Wonder. Maybe I already thanked you, but you deserve to be thanked again. I will also take a look at your video. I saw you tagged me on Instagram. I will check it out and see how the DJI Pocket 2 performs. Do they not use trash cans on trash day? So there's not many trash cans out in Tokyo. Usually what people do is there's a designated day when they come pick up the trash, and then people put the trash in front of their house. That's usually how it works here. So that's why when you see trash on the street in bags, that's because it's supposed to get picked up very soon. Usually they have like a very scheduled time, like they will come and pick it up at 8 o'clock. Then you're not allowed to put it out on the street more than like an hour in advance generally. And most people here are very careful about those rules with the garbage sorting and handling. It takes some getting used to, but it's pretty nice. Oh, look at this! I wish Ray was here. Look at these extra tall cones. Wow, I've never seen this before. These are unique. They're almost as high as, let's see, they're up to my chest. Probably the longest cones I've ever seen. すごいね. Very unique. Have you been to 2121 Design Site? Yes, I have. It's a really nice place. I like that. It's been a long time since my last visit though. Probably like 3-4 years ago last time. But they usually have pretty interesting exhibitions. I should go again. Ah, thank you, 2 Minute Noodle. Wow, you guys are really generous today. I wish every stream could be like this. Then I could do this for a living. That would be great. Thank you so much for the support. Is this an expensive area? Yes, it is. Again, another expensive, very, very close to Roppongi. This maybe address-wise, it could be, I don't know if this is Akasaka? No, probably not. Oh, I wonder if this is a dead end. Could be a dead end. Go to Mori Art Museum. You know, I can't film at a place like that without permission, so otherwise I would love to. It would be great, but shooting inside shops and facilities is generally not okay here in Japan. It wasn't a dead end. Good. Oh yeah, thank you, Michael. Be a Patreon supporter, it's worth it, says Michael Sneer. And yes, for those of you who are new to my channel, if you do want to support me, if you do enjoy this, if you do want to support my channel, and if you want to get access to some exclusive content, like Patreon only streams, then yeah, consider joining my Patreon. Okay, so address is Roppongi. The link to my Patreon is in the video description, and yeah, by joining me there, you are providing very well-needed financial support, which is very nice, but like I said, you will also in return get access to some exclusive perks. So consider checking that out, or if not that, then just a like to this video is also a great way to support my channel. And yes, I do have a merch store as well. It's been kind of quiet in the last couple of weeks though, but yeah. Oh, bento shop. These looks quite nice actually. Should I get myself a bento? There's a nice park not too far from here where I could eat. Konnichiwa. Yeah, I think I will get a bento. いくらですか？値段が書いて、ああ、そうかそうか、はい。あはははは、なるほどね。じゃあ、何にしようかな。そうですね。その鮭のこれですね。はいはい、お願いします。はい。税込みで1000円ですね。はい。
ありがとうございます。
はい。
はい、すいません。
はい。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
ミッドタウンの方に行くならこっちですか？
近道ここです。
あ、はい。
抜けると
あ
すぐミッドタウンです。
あ、そうですか。
みんな通れるところです。
ああ、なるほど。
はい
じゃあ、
ありがとうございます
失礼します。ありがとうございます。Ah, so she told me a secret shortcut as well. Let's see. I'm a bit worried that signal might die. Oh, maybe not. It's a very brief little path here. So yeah, I will show you my lunch as soon as I sit down to eat it, which I plan to do here behind Tokyo Midtown, where there's a nice little park. And also, I would love to have a beer with my bento. Can we find beer here? Not sure if there's any place. Well, there's a supermarket in Midtown. Lovely shorts, thank you. I always wear my pink shorts. It's the pink shorts season. I do have a few other colors as well, but these are my most comfortable one. Oh, thank you. I think I got a super chat from Brad. Thank you so much. Bento Biro and Combini Pizza fan. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. And also here is Fujifilm Square. Those of you who have followed me for a while knows that I'm a big fan of Fuji's cameras. They have a little combined gallery and showroom here in Tokyo Midtown where you can have a look at all the cameras, and they also have photo exhibitions going on usually. I won't be able to go inside and shoot that now, unfortunately, but if you're ever passing by here, it's worth checking out. So let's pass through Tokyo Midtown. Yeah, there's a supermarket downstairs. Let me go there and see if I can grab a beer. I do certainly need a drink with that food, yes. So this is a very shiny, fancy shopping mall, Tokyo Midtown. But I'm always a little bit wary when streaming at these places because I don't want to get in trouble. It's like this can.あ、ないです。
お会計現金クレジット。
スイカでご利用できますか？あら、ダメか。大丈夫ですか？あ、もう一度。 あ、多分足りないかもしれない。あ、じゃあ現金ですみません。あ、はい。Okay, it's complicated to pay here. That was slightly more complicated than I was anticipating, but hey, we got drinks, and I hope the signal wasn't too bad. So let's see, are we still streaming? We are, but should get better soon. So I will go to the park together with you, my 440 viewers. A lot of buffering. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can do something. So it's approved now, right? Hope so. Lots of buffering, serious artifacting. Quality is still low. Oh yeah? Should get better. Give it a little bit of time and I think it will improve. I think we will be back soon. Here. Let's see, are we back now? Are we back now? Sorry about those technical issues. Ah, damn it! This is so stupid. So because of the state of emergency, they basically sealed off the park, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, you're allowed to ride a crowded train, you're allowed to... okay, it's actually not... Okay, it's a grass growing period. That's why it's sealed off, okay. Oh. But this part is open, so let's sit down here. Let me have my lunch here on the grass, little picnic. Yeah, quite blurry. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's weird. Like, whenever there's like some disruptions, then it always takes a very long time until things are back again. But hopefully by the time I finish my lunch, we should have a good signal again. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe something like this. Let's see. Kombucha. Beer. And bento. Perfect. It's all I need for now. It's all I need to be a happy person. Right now, let me just see if I can place this in a way so that the camera is stable. It's a little bit, the ground is not flat, so yeah. Are we back at good quality now? I really hope so. So, first step, hand sanitizer. Today's beer, how many percent? Yes, Tony, you always ask. Let's see, this is IPA that I think might be a little bit stronger. 6%. There we go, 6%. Fancy beer. Raiden, like the old shoot 'em up video game. Shoe reveal, yeah. My shoe is waving at you. Back to 1080. Yeah, sorry about that. Quality do drop whenever I hit the underground shopping centers and those places. But glad to hear that we're back to normal now. This shoe has been through some wild stuff. New actually. I think I got them like a month ago. So they're not super old, but yeah, with all the walking I do. So here's my bento. I guess you want a little bit of an introduction. Salmon, obviously. I think this is fried chicken. And here's a fried shrimp or tempura shrimp. And some cooked vegetables. This is pima, which is a kind of pepper. Some carrot. What's this? This is probably, I think this is gobo, which is a root vegetable, which is quite common in the Japanese cuisine. I don't know what it's called in English, if it has an English name. It's very tasty though, I like it. It has a kind of woody texture. And this is a shiitake. Sorry, I keep bumping into the camera. And this is very strange looking little tiny wiener or sausage. And also there's some tamagoyaki here. So itadakimasu. Lunchtime for me. Lunch and beer. And let's see how many viewers we lose during my lunch break. YouTuber who wants to please everyone. And then of course there's some rice with nori or seaweed here in the bottom. Tasty. Very salty, the salmon. Let's try this kombucha, mixed berry. Kanpai. Good. Looks like the chat died on my main phone. So I need to bring it up here on my secondary one. That was helicopter, yes. It's a little bit awkward to eat like this. Like I'm holding the food in a very unnatural position. Well, it's a pretty good bento, pretty good deal. I would say 1,000 yen is a little bit pricey for a bento, but considering that we're in Roppongi, probably makes sense. And this is a good one. This is way better than your average kombini bento, that's for sure. Is it cold? Yeah. Yeah. It's cold. Cheaper than San Francisco. Yeah, I bet. San Francisco seems crazy expensive. Even the expensive, like the price difference when it comes to food, if you compare like the cheap areas of Tokyo and the expensive ones, it's not that big. Like maybe if this was a cheap neighborhood, a bento like this would cost, this is a pretty big one with a lot of things in it, so I would say like probably 700-800 yen. Now I paid 1,000, so no hot sauce. Hot sauce is not a thing in Japan. There's no hot sauce in the Japanese cuisine. If there's any sauce, it's probably some sort of soy or related to soy sauce. Kanpai! And thanks for watching and joining me today. This beer is much better than the usual Asahi. Look at all these doves approaching me. Hope they won't get too close. For their own sake. Sausage need hot sauce. Really? Sausage for me is usually with mustard and ketchup, if anything. Hot sauce on sausage is not something I'm very familiar with. .3D pigeon audio, cool. Can you hear them? Big piece of bone here. I'm kind of struggling to get it off the salmon. Oh, there we go. I once got a comment that someone said it was gross when I was like eating like this towards the camera. I hope you don't feel like that. I think it would be more gross if I shut my mouth when I had it. But just like this, I hope it's not grossing anyone else out. Not gross at all. Okay, good. It's pretty yummy. Yeah, it is. I'm a little bit surprised over how salty it is though. Usually Japanese food is not so salty. But this bento is very salty. Which is fine by me, but I'm pretty sure my wife would complain. She doesn't like when food is too salty. But I'm Swedish, so in Sweden we eat lots of salty food. In the meantime, while I'm eating, if any of you have some ideas where you want me to go once I'm done with my lunch, please let me know. Because I'm kind of a bit clueless and I'm not so familiar with the Roppongi area because I don't go here very often. But my plan was to kind of end the stream at Roppongi Hills, but if there's any part of Roppongi that you want me to visit before I go there, now is the time to let me know. This is just annoying, these plastic things that they put in the bento. To throw it away. I wonder why the chat stopped working on my main phone, which is typical Streamlabs bug. It's been like that for a long time. Maybe it died when the technical issue started. I'm not sure. Isn't there a river by there? No, I don't think there's any river nearby, to be honest. At least no major river around here. This is a big bento. I don't think I will be able to finish all this. Go to the Starbucks roastery. The one here in Midtown? Well, I can pass it, but as always, I won't be shooting inside. Don't get green stripes on your shorts. Actually, the ground is a little bit wet, probably from all the rain yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get some stains on my shorts, but I'll wash them. Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is a little bit far from here. I mean, I could do it if there's more people who want me to walk to Tokyo Tower. I think it's like another 30 minutes from here, which is certainly doable. I have the time. I was more thinking about if there's any spots here in Roppongi that you would like to see. No, Tokyo Tower is not even 30 minutes away from here. Shorter than that. Yeah, let's go to Tokyo Tower. I think that's a pretty good idea. Tokyo Tower sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, you're watching me have my lunch. I like that. I like that I have some company while having my lunch. Especially at a nice place like this, on a nice day like this. It would feel so lonely if I was just having it on my own. Mic is apparently very good. I can hear lips smacking. Ooh, maybe that's a little bit gross. I don't know. But yeah, I noticed that the sound is actually quite a lot better since I switched to the Samsung. It has really good mics. And I'm just using the built-in mics, not an external mic for this.外食事は気持ちいいですね。そうですね、気持ちいいよね。お昼ご飯食べているところは初めてですか？じゃあ初めてではないと思いますけど、時々はなんかストリームしながら食事もします。Damn salmon, and that's tempura and tonkatsu. Yes, that was salmon, grilled salmon, and then there was a fried shrimp, which I've finished already, and there was also a piece of karaage, fried chicken. So very, very, very filling, this bento. This is sorry, got some bones in my mouth. This is katsuobushi, like dried bonito flakes, which is also very common common thing in the Japanese cuisine. It's kind of has a kind of spice that goes with everything. It's also pretty salty in its taste. Salty, fishy flavor, which is not for everyone, but I like it, and a big chunk of the Japanese population do as well. It would be good if you walked around Roppongi Hills. Okay. So after lunch, let's walk down to Roppongi Hills, walk around there, and then head down to Tokyo Tower. It's gonna be a long one today, but I still have 63% battery left, so that's fine. It's funny, it's lots of like non-Japanese women and their babies around here. I'm pretty sure that they are like wives to rich expats working around the neighborhood. Let's see, let's get rid of some. It's a pretty different crowd compared to my part of Tokyo. That's the point I'm trying to make, because we are in the expat epicenter of Tokyo right now. Okay, I'm wrapping things up here now. That's why I'm so silent. I'm focusing on finishing my meal. Because I don't think it's very enjoyable for you to sit and watch this forever. See, are we back? I think we are. Freeze. Yeah. We're back? Yes, great. Okay, let me take my trash and let's get going. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe signal for some reason just died. Lost 200 viewers because of that. That's not nice. Let's hope that some of them will come back. Just one more sip and I'm done with my beer. Show us your shorts or t-shirts. Okay. I guess there you go. Here's my shorts, and here's my t-shirt, and my belly, my not insignificant belly. There you go. Belly reveal. Maybe the first belly reveal on camera. Okay, let's go. Beer belly, yeah. Probably a little bit of beer belly. Outfit revealed, yeah. Passing the Embassy of Sweden. Yeah, that's kind of the opposite direction compared to Roppongi Hills. So I'll let you vote. Swedish Embassy or Roppongi Hills. Write either one of those in the chat. The first one that gets 5 votes will be the direction I take on my way to Tokyo Tower. Swedish Embassy, Swedish Embassy, Swedish Embassy, Swedish Embassy, Dad Belly, Embassy. Okay, Embassy won. So no Roppongi Hills today, which I think is fine because I've passed Roppongi Hills so many times before on my stream. So I think it might actually be more interesting to take the route via the Roppongi Hills. No wonder your wife is concerned. Yeah. Well, at least I walk a lot, but always having a beer while walking maybe is not ideal. Now it's just the awkward situation that I have to deal with a bag of trash while walking. Let's hope we can find a convenience somewhere where I can drop this off. But for now, yeah, let's start heading towards the embassy. Just a bit complicated because I only have not enough hands to hold everything. And we see the vending machine. I don't think that will be very appreciated as always. Hold on. The stream died briefly, I think, but I think we're back now. Yeah, we're back. Good, good. Let's see, there might actually be some trash cans over here. Let's see. Yeah, this is a very nice park. It certainly is. 海外の方は明るい。そうですか？そう思いますか？人によって違うんじゃないですか？でもまあね、そうかな。日本人より明るいかな？わかんない。初めて聞いた。Maybe no trash can. Maybe no trash can. I don't know if you can see the weird one. Again, I'm gonna tie my trash. With you in the chat. Hands free again. What's the name of this park? I don't think I mentioned it. Let's check. It is called... そうですね。この辺多分電波ちょっと良くない。 と違うところに行きたいと思います。Yeah, I'm surprised that signal suddenly got so bad. I hope you are with me now and that we are back. But it seems very unreliable around this park. Oh, here's one of the embassies. I can pass. Seems like we. Yeah, this is an office area. Are we okay now? Are we still having issues? Look at this building. VIP, it says on the top. Doesn't look very VIP to me. Now it looks like we're back at a decent bit rate again. Now it's good. Okay, yokatta. Oh, I guess I should move here. This is a very appropriate name for this building. Walk Akasaka. That's a worthy name for someone like me. So we are now heading towards, I believe we are heading towards the Swedish Embassy. I'm actually a little bit lost right now, but I think we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, I need to move to Walk Akasaka. Can anyone look up what the rent is? Sure, it's super expensive. Oh, yes, I think this should be the right direction. Signal is not worthy. Yeah, that's true. Signal is not worthy of me. But here, around here it's okay. It was just that park which was a bit jonksy. Yeah, so the Swedish Embassy is this way, but I actually want to go this way because I see an interesting building over here. I think it's a love hotel actually, but it looks like a fairy tale castle. And I've seen it so many times when I've taken like shots from a hotel not too far from here. but I've actually never seen it from the ground. Now I'm so close, so I want to check it out. Walk Akasaka price 255,000 yen per month. For how big? That must be a pretty small apartment, right? Otherwise it's quite cheap. I'm guessing like 30 square meters, 40, like a one room for that price. Certainly not something big enough for me and my family. $49.1 square meters. Ah, that's quite reasonable actually for this area. And it looked pretty new as well. Well, Eric, I do post non-talking videos as well. So if that's what you prefer, then I recommend that you stay away. So here's the castle. I've never been here. I've never been on the ground level around here. But yeah, Eric, I've been doing live walks like this for a year, so I'm a little bit surprised to hear a comment like that now. As that has been, live walks has been my main focus for the last well over a year. Yeah, look at this love hotel. Pretty interesting. Let me check. No, I'm actually heading this direction because that building over there, that's close to the Swedish Embassy. So that's where I'm heading. Good to hear that lots of you prefer when I speak. That's... yeah. And about my voice, I can't really do much about it. I sound the way I sound, so yeah, again, if you don't like the way I sound, then I just suggest that you watch a YouTuber who has a voice that is more suitable to your ears. I've ever used a love hotel. That's a little bit too private, but yeah, I have a couple of times before I met my wife. Many times just for the fun of using a love hotel, because some of them can be quite interesting and peculiar. So I think they're worth trying out if you're the kind of person who would think you would enjoy it. Finally, trash cans at a combini. Let me just untie this trash. What's this? This is an interesting building. Akasaka Kids to Teens Hall. Nice. Sorry, I need to put down the camera in order to my trash. Fight is way too hard. Sorry, folks. I wish I could play some intermission music or something while I'm trying to remove my plastic bag. Oh man, it's really stuck here. Can't even tear it off either. Can I? Maybe I can. Let's try that. Oh, almost. Yes, finally. Okay, sorry about the wait. Okay, now we are on our way towards the Swedish Embassy. Oh. Lots of police around here. I should go down here. Huh. Are those like rental scooters? Are they coming to Tokyo finally? Near the US Embassy, that's true, and there's always tons of police around the US Embassy. It's probably one of the more well-guarded buildings in Tokyo, actually. But I don't think that was the place I just passed was not the US Embassy though. Yeah, if we go down here, then we will be at the Akasaka Arc Hills, which is quite near the Swedish Embassy. So we should be on the right track. The number of viewers hasn't recovered since the technical issues after my lunch. That's a bummer. I'm just not sure where I can cross here. If there's actually a street crossing or if I have to use some sort of tunnel. I think there's not many street crossings around here. Or, yeah, I have to take this underground tunnel and I'm a bit worried that the signal might drop out again. Let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? Oh wait, yes, there's an overpass down there. That's right. Another scooter guy. Lots of scooter people here. Must be some like test zone or something. Lots of cones here as well. So basically Swedish Embassy is, I think, if I remember, yeah, it's behind these glass towers. That's the Izumi Garden Tower. Swedish Embassy is next to it. Roppongi Dori is the name of this street. Electric scooter. I think maybe when I'm in Sweden it would be okay to do some streams on electric scooters, because there's usually bike lanes and the traffic isn't as crazy as it is here. So in Sweden it could actually be fun to try and do some streams or videos while riding a scooter, but I wouldn't want to do that here in Japan. It seems too dangerous. You can walk by Nobu Tokyo. Ah, that's near Kamiyacho station, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be going, and if I can afford to do any more detours. I think I will pass the embassy and then try to head down towards the Tokyo Tower as promised, and then end the stream there. But if Nobu is on the way, sure. But also I'm not sure how interesting the exterior is. Have you seen Action Kid in New York on a scooter? Yes. I watch his videos every now and then. He's funny. It's just around the street. I see. Well, let's take it one at a time. For now I'm having my bearings set at the Swedish Embassy. Not sure if I would like to live there. Like, it must be super noisy, really next to the street, to the big street. Same around here, and apartments around here cost a fortune. But I mean, yeah, maybe it's convenient if you work here, but it's not really the kind of environment I would like to have as my local neighborhood. Let's see, I think we can go down here. I'm not sure, I might get lost somewhere. Do you run? No. I used to, but basically since the start of the pandemic, these walks has been my only source of physical exercise, and it's not enough. I feel my stamina is getting worse and worse. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and older, but I should start working out a little bit more ambitiously, I think. before it's too late, before my beer belly will become the defining feature of my body. Which I hope won't happen. No, to be honest, my beer belly has been pretty constant for the last 10 plus years. It started appearing in my early 20s, and it's been there. And I think the rest of my body is very skinny, which makes the beer belly look so much more apparent. Actually, Embassy is over here, so I need to cross. Yeah, like my legs are pretty skinny, and so are my arms, so my belly really kind of stands out as the only place on my body where fat accumulates, which is not great, and it's really difficult to get rid of it. Before you lose your hourglass figure. Oh, I think if my body was ever having an hourglass figure, that was a very long time ago. I don't know what kind of figure I have now. Maybe more like a sack of potatoes or something. Have to make your arms and legs fat to balance it out. Yeah, I guess that's how to do it. But yeah, my legs are pretty skinny. Exercise rowing machine. Yeah. Light bulb figure. Yeah, that's probably more like it. Does your arm ever get tired of holding the camera? No, my arms get tired when I hold my baby, which is about 20 times more heavy than my very light camera and gimbal setup. So that's not really, yeah, holding the camera is not a problem. I use very light equipment, so that's fine. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed with only using a phone for my streams, because I don't want to carry like lots of heavy equipment, because then I would get tired and I wouldn't enjoy streaming as much. Are approaching the Swedish Embassy. Yay! Wonder if I will bump into someone I know. I go there quite often for various reasons. They often hire me as a photographer, actually. So it's a pretty familiar place. But it's been a while since my last visit, though. They're probably doing mostly teleworking now because of the pandemic. But before the pandemic, I was going there a lot. Good old days before the pandemic changed our life. You're still better looking than most gaijins. Thank you. When I first came here 13 years ago, I actually got approached on the street every now and then and asked if I wanted to do some modeling. And once it actually ended up with me being a model for a, I think 8 or 10 page article in a magazine called Popeye, which is a pretty big male fashion magazine. That was an interesting experience. But yeah, I never get those offers anymore these days. That's when I was in my mid-20s, so I was young and fresh off the boat. But I still had a bit of a beer belly back then as well. But I guess if I sucked it in, I could hide it completely. Not sure if that's possible anymore, though. So American Embassy is actually down there this way, but I won't be going there. I'll be heading this direction. I can show those Popeye model photos. I can post it on Patreon if you're interested. I never got a copy of that magazine because I left Japan before it was printed, and they weren't willing to send it to me. So I didn't have it until like maybe 2 years ago when I found this bookstore in, I think it was in Gimbal, that had lots of back issues of Popeye, and I kind of knew which year it was, so I checked all the Popeye from that year and I managed to find the one with my photos. So yeah, I have a copy at home, so I can that would be a fun little thing to share to my Patreon followers. I think I will do that. So here's the Swedish Embassy. This is the residence where all the people live. I actually took photos of this building not too long ago for them, for the embassy staff. They needed some new photos of the building. Yeah, I was stalking myself. Lots of people painting here. Lots of people painting. I wonder if they're part of some sort of group or something. Yeah, you see the Swedish flag, yay! It's no wind around here, but that's actually the Swedish flag over there. Kirei desu ne. 上手。僕は今YouTube で生配信やってるんですけど、ちょっと絵見せていいですか？すごい上手じゃん。YouTube に載せ絵だけいいですか？いいけど、こんな下手くそです。いやいやいや、すごい。僕は全然絵が描けない。I'm trying to get him to show the image, but he's a bit. I'm asking them. あ、そうですか。僕スウェーデン人だからスウェーデン大使館のためにこの辺に来ました。あ、建物書いたんですか？白い窓を。ああ、すごいすごい。見せていいですか？いいですか？そんな下手なの？いや、そんなことないです。途中です。うん、ありがとうございます。So she's drawing. This part of the Swedish Embassy. Oh wait, I will not show this other person. But yeah, there's a bunch of people. ありがとうございます。今なんか400人ぐらいが見てます。みんなすごい。お上手、うん、すごい素敵。Wow, very good, gorgeous, nice painting. ありがとうございます。すみません、突然に。ありがとうございます。So they're probably meeting up here and doing some paintings of the buildings. They were very embarrassed by me approaching them like that. So this is all the Swedish Embassy. Up there on the roof there's actually a pretty nice garden. Now there's a bit of wind, so you can see the Swedish flag. Yay! Oh, makes me so nostalgic. Makes me a bit homesick. So yeah, we did a little loop of the Swedish Embassy, which is not what I expected to do on this stream today, but hey, more people painting here. So Here we go! Yay! Sveriges ambassad, Sweden Taishkan, Embassy of Sweden, Sweden Digital Village. Interesting. I don't know what this is actually. I need to check it out. Look at this logo. But yeah, I think most of the embassy is probably not really... Oh, it is in use, and I think there's some staff, Swedish Embassy staff coming here. I don't think I know them, so I will stay out of their sight. Ah, hej! Ja. Folk ville att jag skulle visa svenska ambassaden, så jag gjorde. Det är massa folk som är på baksidan som målar. Ja, jag pratade lite med några av dem också.
Ska man kika i 3 ut snart eller?
Ja, det är live så det är... Ja. Hej hej! Okay, one of them was a familiar face, so he recognized me and he knew that I was doing a live stream. So, yeah, we looped around the embassy. And now we will start heading down towards the Tokyo Tower. Three crowns. Yeah, that's kind of like the logo for the Swedish. I don't know if it's for the nation of Sweden or if it's for the Swedish royal family. I'm so bad at my own country, but yeah, 3 crowns is a kind of typical Sweden thing. More people painting. Lilla riksvapnet for Sweden. Okej, det gör mig inte så jättemycket klokare i och för sig, men how many languages do you speak? Basically 3, Swedish, Japanese and English. I do speak a little bit of German as well, but I forgot most of it since moving to Japan. I was living in Germany before I came to Japan. This turned out to be a pretty long walk. We've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And we're about halfway through the battery. So, yeah. In terms of battery, I think we are pretty fine. And we should be at Tokyo Tower in like 30 minutes. So I will end the stream once we get there. Also, need to take a toilet break soon. So I think, yeah, once we reach Tokyo Tower, my bladder will be happy. You're gonna break your longest walk record? No. Longest walk is 4 hours. So, and there's been several walks that has been well over 3 hours as well. So not a record-breaking stream by any mean, but the longest in quite some time. Toilet Explorer, yeah. Did Faris have to leave? Bye Faris. Go out for lunch. Okay, enjoy your lunch. See you next time. And thanks for always joining me. There we have the tip of Tokyo Tower. Let's see if we can find the rest of it. Just study Japanese together with Chinese people. Since they know the kanji, I figured it would put you at a disadvantage. Yeah, there was a few Chinese in my class, or Hong Kong people, and I think one Taiwanese as well. And yeah, of course, kanji is easier for them, but kanji is just a pretty small part of the Japanese language. And I didn't really feel that they were like having it much easier than us Westerners, to be honest. I don't know, I didn't really find learning kanji very difficult when I was in language school. Handwriting was a little bit tricky maybe, but remembering kanji, it was at a pretty slow pace. And I was very, very interested in kanji back then. So I didn't really struggle much with the kanji learning part in school. I think grammar was more difficult actually. So here's Kamiyacho Station on the Shibuya line. And it says Tokyo Tower 600 meters this way. So let's go 600 meters this way. Probably another high-rise building getting built here, my guess. Here you have the Tokyo Tower. Hong Kong here, Taiwan here. Nice. I really wish I could come back and visit both Hong Kong and Taiwan soon. I really enjoy both of those places. Been to Hong Kong once and Taiwan once. Hong Kong was a long time ago. That was like when I was living in Shanghai, which was 2009 maybe. I went to Hong Kong for a week, and then Taiwan I went, was that like 3-4 years ago? I went to Taiwan for a week. I really enjoyed both and really look forward to when I can be able to go there again. Shanghai, on the other hand, was not great, and I don't want to go there again. Garfield, yes, I will let you know whenever I can come to Hong Kong. That would be great. It would be awesome if I could meet up with some of my viewers when I go, whenever I'm able to go. I guess that will be like at the earliest next year, so not anytime soon. Michael Semira, the Swedish digital village includes the vending machine. Nice, I need to check it out then. Oh, okay, this is actually Toranomon. I thought Toranomon was... maybe the Toranomon area is quite big. I need to look at a map. Where am I now? Yeah, good question. I just passed Roppongi. That's like one of the Mori buildings in Roppongi. And I just passed the Swedish Embassy down there. And I am heading towards the Tokyo Tower. But I'm not sure if I can If I can walk up these stairs, that would be interesting maybe. Oh, maybe not. No, I'll just continue this way for a while. Japan is very mice. I agree. It's super mice, Japan. Yeah, Joseph. Feel free to shoot me a message if you're ever coming here. My long-term viewers are always welcome to reach out to me if you're ever coming to Tokyo and want to meet up. But please note that applies just to my long-term viewers, not anyone watching this channel. Just the viewers that I feel that I kind of know who they are. How's your own body batteries? I'm getting a little bit tired. It's like this, the weather is a little bit hot. So I'm kind of looking forward to sitting down and have a cold drink somewhere, maybe when the stream is over. We'll see, but I'm okay. Hey, Tokyo Tower, good to see you. Sashiburi. It's been a while since my last visit to Tokyo Tower. And this building is always really impressive, I think. I don't know what it is actually. If anyone knows, please let me know in the chat. But it looks like a mixture of a church and a very, very evil corporation. Will you stream in Sweden? Yes, I will. I will stream in Sweden. I haven't walked that much today, only 11,800 steps so far. Feels like it should be more. Church plus evil comparison. Scientology, yeah. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know what that building is. Are you near the capsule tower? No, I'm not. The capsule tower is in Ginza. I'm quite far from there. It's a commercial building designed by Seiji Shirai. Okay, there we go. They even have Scientology in Japan. I think they do, yeah. I could imagine something like Scientology becoming quite big in a country like Japan, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. So, here we go. We arrived. We did arrive at Tokyo Tower! Yay! Tokyo Tower. It's really been a long time since I came here, but I think the entrance, or like the main stuff, is actually in here. So let's head through this little path here. Ah, it's closed. It's closed. Maybe I have to walk around it the other way then. やっぱり東京タワー大きいな。ね。やっぱりね。近くに行くとそんな感じですね。やっぱり大きいですね。 東京のスカイラインを見るとそんなに大きく見えないけど、でもやっぱり近くにいるとちょっとかっこいい。So yeah, when you see like this Tokyo skyline in photos, Tokyo Tower doesn't look so impressive these days because there's so many buildings that are way higher. But whenever you come close to it like this, it is quite impressive actually. It is. I remember that rainy day walk you did to Tokyo Tower. Yeah, that was last year, wasn't it? That was a nice walk though. It's a long time ago. Yay, Tokyo Tower! That's the biggest cone I saw. Nice. Okay, bye bye SLO722. Thanks for today and thanks for the super chat. And for always supporting me. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think I will end the stream here. Here in front of Tokyo Tower. Thank you so much everyone who joined me today. I hope you enjoyed this walk. It's ended up becoming quite different from what I expected in the beginning, but that's one of the joys of running this channel, and to let my viewers have a opinion about where to go and what to do. That's always nice. But yeah, I will wrap things up here, and then I plan to shoot another video or two today, so that I have a few on my channel for days when I can't stream. And I will probably do a live stream tomorrow, Saturday night, Japan time. I don't know exactly when, but as always I will post on Patreon as soon as I know. And also, to those of you who are in the postcard club, I plan to send out the postcards for this month. May postcards should be sent out this weekend. So if you're thinking about joining and would like to get the postcard for this month, then please sign up as soon as possible if you haven't already. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, so on my Patreon I have one option, which is that you will get one of my photos sent to you as a postcard every month as a thank you for supporting my channel. So yeah, consider joining that if you want to support, or just press the like button, whatever. Anyway, thanks so much, and yes, I will try to remember buying flowers for my wife. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and the link to the Patreon is in the video description, as well as the link to my Instagram and whatnot. Anyway, thank you so much. Bye bye. Hej då. Tack så mycket. Thank you. See you next time. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen.